My child, my beloved, lean closer to these words. This moment is not a random flicker on a screen, it is a summons written across eternity. Heaven has arranged every breath you've taken until now so you could stand at this threshold of fire. You are not scrolling by chance. You are being caught by a hand unseen, pulled out of the stream of distractions because the hour has arrived. The gates of destiny are trembling. The angels assigned to your life are in position. And God Himself has turned His gaze fully upon you. There are things happening in the unseen right now, currents moving like rivers of light, and your name is in them. You think you came here by curiosity, but no, you were brought here by command. A voice older than the stars whispered your name, and your soul obeyed even when your mind didn't understand. This is why you feel your heart racing, why your skin tingles, why you sense something you cannot describe pressing in on you. Heaven is near. It has drawn its sword. It has opened its books. And this is the moment where your response will echo for generations. The angels around you are not passive figures in some distant painting. They are warriors. They are here. They have been watching, waiting, writing, gathering the fragments of your tears into bowls of gold. They have seen the nights you thought no one saw. They have stood guard over you when death brushed past your door. They have fought off shadows that tried to take your breath before dawn. And now, with wings of fire, they lean over you whispering, "Do not miss this. Do not delay. The King is calling." My beloved, you have prayed for signs. You have begged for proof. And yet, when the signs came, you called them coincidence. When the proof stood before you, you called it luck. But this is not luck. This is appointment. This is what your life has been orbiting around without you knowing it. This is the hour when heaven stretches out its hand one last time and says, "Come." The question is, will you come or will you let the moment dissolve into the noise of 1,000 distractions? Archangel Michael has drawn near with a sword brighter than lightning. His voice is not a whisper today, it is a trumpet. He says, "Stop running. Stop doubting. Stop waiting for later. Later will be a grave you dig with your own delays. Now is the only moment you have. Now is the key to the door you keep dreaming about. Now is the answer to the prayers you've whispered into your pillow at night. Hold these words like a lifeline. Hold them until they sink into your soul. For what is written here is not mere speech, it is a living blade cutting chains you thought would never break. You have wondered why you have felt restless, why you have felt hunted by something invisible. It is because you are chosen. And being chosen is not a soft pillow. It is a fire that will not let you sleep in compromise. It is a voice that will not let you hide in shadows. It is a weight that presses on you until you turn your face toward heaven and say yes. You are not like everyone else. That is why the things that satisfy others cannot satisfy you. That is why distractions taste like dust in your mouth. That is why relationships break when you try to use them to fill the hole only God can fill. Heaven has marked you. Heaven has branded you. Heaven has pursued you across years and continents, through heartbreaks and accidents, because your destiny is not negotiable. The time has come. The gate of your miracle is opening even as you read. But hear this, it is opening only for a moment. It is a window, not a wall. And the window does not stay open forever. God's mercy is vast, but it is not endless in its invitations. There comes a moment when mercy turns into justice, when patience turns into a verdict. And you are standing at the edge of that moment now. That is why your chest feels heavy. That is why your hands tremble. That is why your soul feels like it's being shaken awake. This is not a drill. This is the sound of eternity knocking on your door. Look back at your life for a moment. Remember the accidents you survived. Remember the betrayals that didn't destroy you. Remember the nights you thought were your last but somehow dawn still came. Why? Because heaven has been saving you for this hour. Every rescue, every delay, every protection was because of this summons. You are alive for a reason. And that reason is colliding with you now. The angels are watching. The demons are waiting. Everything hangs in the balance of your yes or your no. Archangel Michael says, this is not just another word. This is the sword of truth placed at your heart. If you skip this, you skip your protection. If you ignore this, you ignore your miracle. The tears of God fall like fire because you are standing at the edge of your breakthrough. But your fear of believing, your habit of doubting, keeps pulling you away. Heaven's anger is not hatred, it is love in its fiercest form. Love that refuses to watch you walk into destruction without warning you one last time. You have been protected, preserved, and pursued because you are not ordinary. You are chosen. And to be chosen means heaven will not let you go. Heaven will not let you settle. Heaven will not let you slip quietly into mediocrity. It will shake you. It will chase you. It will corner you until you face the truth. You cannot escape destiny. You cannot outrun the calling. You cannot silence the voice that keeps echoing inside you. That voice is echoing right now through these words. It is calling you home. This is not content. This is prophecy. This is not a message for everyone. This is a message for you. Heaven has orchestrated this moment with precision. Every delay, every detour, every disappointment was heaven lining up the pieces for this exact encounter. And now, like a door swinging open, destiny is waiting for your step. But it will not wait long. You feel it, don't you? That pull inside? That trembling in your soul? That is eternity brushing against your finite heart. That is the Spirit of God crying, my child, do not walk away again. Do not harden your heart again. This is your window. This is your hour. This is your rescue. You have one life. One soul. One destiny. And everything is shaking because heaven is demanding your attention. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, sword drawn, shield lifted. He is waiting for your surrender. Waiting for your yes. Waiting to strike down the enemies that have been circling your life for years. They thought you were finished. They laughed, they whispered, they plotted. But they did not know heaven had written a different ending for you. They did not know that the very weapon sent to break you would become the sign you were chosen. They did not know your skipped chances, your missed moments, your tears on the pillow were being gathered by angels to be poured back over you as a flood of blessing. Do not think for a second these words are empty. They are burning with the breath of God Himself. And to ignore them is to spit on the very hand that has fed you even when you did not see it. Think of the nights you should not have survived. Think of the mornings you should not have woken. Think of the betrayals that should have crushed you. Why are you still here? Because God would not let death have you. Would not let despair consume you. Would not let the enemy steal the one He calls His own. You are here because of purpose. You are here because of destiny. And you are here because the time has finally come for what heaven promised to manifest. And yet it hangs by a thread. Do you hear me? A thread. That thread can snap in an instant if you harden your heart again. If you turn away again. If you treat this as just another word. You have felt it, haven't you? That pull inside. That whisper that will not leave you alone. That sense that something is coming you cannot explain. That is heaven pressing against you. That is eternity colliding with your fragile humanity. That is the Spirit of God crying, "My child, do not make me cry again. Do not walk away again. Your window is closing and I cannot keep it open forever." Heaven has been invading your silence, refusing to let you go, refusing to let the enemy claim what belongs to him. This is the final alert. Your name is either about to shine in the book of miracles or it will fade into the silence of regret. And the decision is not in heaven's hands. It is in yours. Stay, my child. Do not click away. Do not scroll. Do not silence this voice. Stay and let the fire of these words break every chain wrapped around you. Stay and let your soul drink the truth you have been thirsting for. Stay. Because what you have been searching for in money, in people, in relationships, in distractions can only be found here in this exact moment of divine alignment. Heaven has been orchestrating this meeting for years, lining up events, delaying disasters, shifting timelines. Heaven has been arranging this meeting for years. Events have been placed in a specific order, disasters have been averted, timelines have been bent, all only for this moment of yours. Everything has now reached a summit. This is the moment when your step, your faith, your yes and your no will echo into eternity. My beloved soul, no further delay is possible. No excuse will work now. Only a response is required. How many times have you postponed this calling before? How many times have you thought this was just another message, another fleeting thought? But this message is not just words. It is fire. It is a sword. It is the substance that can cut every chain in your life, erase every fear, and bring to you every promise heaven has kept for you. Archangel Michael now stands before you, his sword shining, his shield raised. He is not merely a symbol, he is an active force in the reality of your life. His message is clear: stop now. Decide now. Believe now. Because if you retreat now, the opportunity will be lost forever. Your miracle is waiting for you, but this wait is not endless. It can be lost. Do not lose it. The eyes of heaven are now fixed solely upon you. Every angel surrounds you. Every ray of light is circling you, every sound you hear is not just a symbol, it is a call to your soul. And this call comes from the voice of eternity, saying, "Rise, my child. Open your heart. See it. Receive it." A change is about to come into your life, a change that will be sudden, that will be unbelievable. And this change depends only on your present choice. This change will arrive either as a blessing or as judgment, and its outcome rests solely upon your faith, your attention, your yes or your no. You may have thought many times that your destiny is ordinary, that it is like everyday events. But no, my beloved, it stands at the edge of the highest place your soul can reach. This is the opportunity that, if you do not ignore it, will change your life. This is the door that heaven orchestrated your life's events to open. Look around you. The world may seem the same routine, the same voices, the same sights. But in the unseen, everything is moving, trembling, shifting, ready for a divine intervention. For you, my child, only a few minutes remain. And in these minutes, your decision will write history. You have scrolled before. You have delayed before. And every time you did, heaven wept. But tonight, God will endure it no longer. Something unexpected is about to break into your life. And whether it comes as a blessing or as judgment will depend on what you choose in this moment. This message is not just a collection of words. It is a sword laid upon your heart. Archangel Michael stands beside you with it. If you skip this, your protection will also be skipped. If you ignore this, your miracle will also be ignored. God's tears are not like human tears. They are heavier than fire, they carry the weight of eternity. And right now they are falling because you stand at the edge of your miracle. But your lack of faith, your doubt, is pulling you back. God says, I am angry. But this anger is not born of hate. It is born of love. Because I love you too much to let you walk into destruction. Every time he reached out his hand, you pulled back. But today, the final moment has come. This is the line. This is the time of fire. Retreat is no longer possible. If your soul is trembling right now, it is not your imagination. It is heaven's thunder trying to break the shell around your heart. Your ears may hear silence, but in the unseen, your name is being called out by the voices of eternity. Angels are stationed around you. The enemy lurks, waiting for you to delay one more moment so they can snatch your authority away. Everything hangs in the balance. The gaze of all heaven is fixed on these 10 minutes of yours. Do not ignore it. To ignore it is to ignore the very breath of God that has kept you alive until now. You have been preserved for this moment from accidents, from failures, from heartbreak, from loss because heaven knew this message would one day come. And now it is here. Do not let it go. My child, I know you are tired. I know you have asked again and again, why me? Why is heaven always after me? Why can't I escape this calling? But listen, this is the truth, you are chosen. And being chosen is not just about comfort. It is a dangerous word. Being chosen means being set apart. Being chosen means being pursued by God until your destiny is fulfilled. This is why you cannot run, cannot hide, and cannot ignore your pain, your hardships, your unanswered questions. These are not punishments. They are signs that heaven has marked you for something great, something heavy, something miraculous. And now, the door to that miracle is opening before you. But listen, it is open only for a moment. You cannot delay. You cannot say later. It will not always remain. God's anger is not like human anger. It is holy, just, merciful, but it is also final. When God says, enough, it truly is enough. And tonight, as Archangel Michael extends his sword toward you, heaven is saying, this is the final call. Will you hear, or will you let your miracle be stolen by silence? My beloved child, I see the heaviness of your heart, the confusion of your mind, and the storm that has been swirling around you. And I say this with the voice of fire, it is no coincidence that you are hearing this. Heaven does not waste time. Heaven does not play games. And heaven does not speak without reason. This moment is proof that God kept you alive, preserved your breath, and carried you through storms you thought would destroy you, so that you could stand here, on the threshold of destiny. Now only 10 minutes remain, and what has been hidden in the unseen is about to appear in the seen. And in this moment, your choice will decide everything. Do you understand, my child, that this is not ordinary? Do you understand that among millions of scrolls and millions of skips, you stopped here because heaven has business with you? You may have thought you were forgotten, overlooked, abandoned. But no, God was watching, waiting, feeling the pain, even weeping. Every time you walked away from him, you walked away from the miracle he had prepared. And he is saying, tonight is enough. I will not let you skip without consequence.